Day 48, February 14th, 2004. This is one of the only videos of my San Francisco series that I won't name an event. It's beginning with a date, and the reason why, well, you'll see why shortly. This date, obviously it's Valentine's Day, has a very special significance to me, but it also has a very special significance to the entire American LGBTQ community. Y'all get what I'm putting down? So if not, that's why we're here. So let me whip out my book, Emilio's First Pride. So I'm going to describe this day and this scene exactly how I do on my Castro LGBTQ tour. And you'll see where I'm going with this. I promise you will see how this, again, applies to the entire queer community in the United States. And actually, one might argue the rest of the entire world. And again, I'm getting to that. But February 13th, 2004, my youngest sibling was born. I am the oldest. Well, there's 4 of us now, but I was the oldest of 3 boys for a very, very, very long time, 10 and a half years. I wanted a sister. I wanted a sister so badly. When my mom was pregnant with my youngest brother, I used to talk to him in her stomach and call her Jennifer. I had already picked out the name for my sister. Lo and behold, 3 boys. And that's what we thought it was going to be. My family, everybody included. Again, some magic took place on Friday the 13th, 2004. And my family did not tell any of us what happened. No one. So we were in quite the suspense, right? We were not quite knowing what we were getting into. It was going to be a surprise. We knew that. Something came out of my mom's stomach when my dad piled us into the car, February 14th, 2004. Again, I grew up in the Outer Mission. We drove to the hospital, which was on the other side of San Francisco in Pacific Heights. And I will never, ever, ever forget driving past City Hall, and this was the scene that I saw. I saw with my own eyes the first same-sex couples to be married in the entire United States. It was very quick. It was a glimpse. It kind of gives me goosebumps because at the time I had no idea what I was looking at. I had no idea what this would mean to me or again to the rest of the world, because I was so excited when we got to the hospital. You know, parents kept us out in the hallway, and really this was one thing my parents don't spring surprises well. This is one they did really well. And I saw the pink in the room. My baby sister. I got the sister that I prayed for. I even got to pick her name, Sarai Grace Curry. So let's go back to the purpose of this video. So February 14th, 2004, Valentine's Day, in an act that many considered political suicide, then San Francisco Mayor Gavin Newsom began granting the first same-sex marriage licenses in the entire country. Those marriages were invalidated. They were revalidated. I'm getting the history a little fuzzy. I was Olive, again, not that, young little kid. But what I'm getting at is that there was a period of limbo, okay? And when Obama won the first time, California passed an amendment. Yes, blue California. Y'all remember Prop 8? That's why I got to take my tour. Anyway, California passed an amendment, Prop 8, making same-sex marriage illegal. Long story short, the Supreme Court did not make federal same-sex marriage legal for the entire country. Same-sex marriage was not given federal protections until 2015. Until 2015, when I was almost done with college. Okay? Here is the implications of what I am putting down. What I'm trying to get at in this video. I didn't realize until I started running the Castro tour that much of Europe did not also get same-sex marriage until after we did. And much of Europe still does not have same-sex marriage. It's only Spain, right? And that's something that I learned only hearing the feedback that I've gotten on my tours. So anyway, I think we're going to get 10 years of same-sex marriage before the Supreme Court tries to pull some stupid shit like they like to do. But I find myself, I'm just so blessed and so, I don't know how to describe the feeling that I have such a personal connection to a major, major historical event that changed the lives of people around the world.